May I commence the proceedings, my lord? தமிழ் தாய் வாழ்த்து.
நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்தை கெழிலொழுகும் சீராறும் வதனமென திகழ்பரத கண்டமிதில் தெக்கணமும் அதில் சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறை நுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிளமை திறம் வியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
I request the Learned Advocate General to give welcome address.
My Lord, the Hon'ble Chief Justice Thiru Sanjay, Vijaykumar, Gangapurwala, Honorable Judges of the Madras High Court, friends and family members of the Honorable Chief Justice, Learned Additional Solicitor General Southern Zone Thiru Shankaranarayanan, Thiru Learned Additional Solicitor General Madras High Court Thiru Sundaresan, Learned Additional Advocate Generals Thiruvalargal Aja Nazaruddin, Silambannan, Veera Kadiraban, Raman Lal, V. Arun, R. Bhaskaran, P. Kumaresan, R. Neelagandan, J. Ravindran, Learned State Public Prosecutor Thiru Hassan Mohammad Jinnah, the State Government Pleader Thiru Muthukumar, the Government Pleader at Madurai Thiru Tilak Kumar, Learned Government Law Officers of Tamil Nadu at Principal Bench and Madurai Bench of the Madras High Court, Learned Public Prosecutor of Puducherry Thiru Mohan Das, Learned Government Pleader of Puducherry Thiru Ravi Kumar, Learned Government Law Officers of Puducherry and the Law Officers of the Union of India, Thiru Amalraj, Chairman of the Bar Council of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry, Thiru Prabhakaran, Vice Chairman of the Bar Council of India, Thiru Kamalnathan, President of the Madras Bar Association, Thiru Mohana Krishnan, President of the Madras High Court Advocate Association, Tirumadi Luisal Ramesh, President of the Women Law Association, Thiru P. Selvaraj, President of the Law Association, and other office bearers of the respective associations. Learned the Registrar General Thiru M. Jodhiraman, the officers of the staff and the staff of the Registry of Madras High Court at the principal seat and bench at Madurai, fellow senior advocates, beloved junior advocates, representatives of the electronic and print media, viewers watching the proceedings online. Ladies and gentlemen, my vanakkam, a warm welcome to all. We have gathered here this day to welcome the newly appointed Chief Justice Thiru S.V. Gangapurwala, who assumed office recently as Chief Justice of the High Court of Madras and will commence the sittings today. On behalf of the bar, I have the honor of welcoming Your Lordship as the 52nd Chief Justice to this esteemed Chartered High Court. After about 10 months, the Chartered High Court at Madras is getting a regular Chief Justice. Your Lordship will be sitting in the Court Hall number 1 of this prestigious Madras High Court. Court Hall number 1 is considered as one of the best court halls in the country. Your Lordship will lead a strength of 64 judges of the Madras High Court. 13 of them are women judges, one of the highest strength in the entire country. To this August gathering, I inform that His Lordship Thiru S.V. Gangapurwala was born on 24th of May 1962 into a family of lawyers. His Lordship's father was also an accomplished lawyer. His Lordship did his schooling in Holy Cross Convent School and graduated in Commerce from Saraswati Bhuvan Education Society, SBES College of Arts and Commerce, Aurangabad. Thereafter, His Lordship obtained LLB from Marathwada University, now known as Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University, Aurangabad. Even as a student, he proved his intellectual prowess by securing the third rank in the LLB examination. Soon after graduation, His Lordship enrolled with the Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa and started his practice at Aurangabad city. His Lordship started his practice under the guidance of renowned advocate Thiru S.N. Loya, whose numerous pupils later adorned the bench of Bombay High Court. His Lordship also served as a counsel to a number of corporate entities, including the Central Bank of India, the Bombay Mercantile Cooperative Bank, the Jalgaon Janata Sahakari Bank, and the Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University. Besides, he had the privilege to be the advocate of the Honorable Chief Justice of Bombay High Court and represented the government before the Justice Main Commission, which inquired into 1999 Maharashtra riots. His Lordship is an avid sportsman who plays lawn tennis regularly. He played lawn tennis at national level and basketball at state level. He twice served as the captain of Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University, which he represented 6 times in the All India University tournament. Additionally, he served as an honorary part-time lecturer in MP Law College since 1991 till date of elevation as additional judge of the prestigious Bombay High Court on March 13th, 2010. Though His Lordship practiced in trial court, High Court and Debt Recovery Tribunal, he used to acknowledge with pride that he is a trial court lawyer and cross-examined witnesses up until a week before he was elevated to the position of a judge of the Chartered High Court of Judicature at Bombay. To speak of the Bombay Bar, it is the oldest bar like our Madras Bar and has contributed countless lawyers, jurists, judges to our country. In December 2022, His Lordship was elevated to the position of Acting Chief Justice of the Chartered High Court of Bombay after completing 12 arduous years of service. This day, His Lordship is sitting as the Chief Justice of the Chartered High Court of Madras. Indeed, the chance to lead 2 chartered high courts is uncommon in anyone's judicial career, and Your Lordship is gifted with that rare opportunity. I would say that words cannot express the genuine commitment and industry required to achieve such excellence. I would like to mention a few judgments rendered by His Lordship so that the bar and the public would get to know the erudition of His Lordship. In a case of Balasaheb versus Union of India, His Lordship expounded the ratio that courts should take into consideration the principle of equitable estoppel in order to supplement the ends of justice in addition to the rigid rules of law, ordinance and other statutes, and held that the Maharashtra Animal and Fisheries Science University would not have any authority to refrain the petitioners from appearing for final viva voce examination when allowed to appear for the examination after 10 years and allowed to complete his internship. In Vijay versus Godavari Governments Limited, His Lordship has laid down, I quote, "Person shall not be removed from his position on ground of unreasonableness and without affording due opportunity." Rule 8 subclass 20 of the Maharashtra Civil Services Discipline and Appeal Rules 1979 mandates inquiry authority to question delinquent on circumstances appearing against him in evidence, so that delinquent could get opportunity to explain such circumstances. Moreover, Wednesbury principle of unreasonableness was substituted by doctrine of proportionality. Hence, the punishment of removal from service was too disproportionate and did not satisfy the test of proportionality. in an appeal filed under Section 35G of the Central Excise Act against order whereby tribunals set aside the demand of service tax and the penalty. His Lordship in Bajaj Auto Limited versus Union of India has held that subsection 2 of section 35L of the Act lays down that for the determination of any question having a relation to the rate of duty shall include the determination of taxability or accessibility of goods for the purpose of assessment. Furthermore, it would be clear that the issue would come within the scope of the terminology rate of the duty for the purpose of assessment. Therefore, appeal under section 35G would not be maintainable. In Krishna versus State of Maharashtra, His Lordship held registrar had authorized one person to conduct proceedings under section 88 of the Maharashtra Cooperative Societies Act 1960. Consequently, the authorized person concluded proceedings and passed order exonerating the petitioners. The order passed by the person authorized by registrar could not have been set aside by registrar under his administrative power. In Sangeeta versus State of Maharashtra, His Lordship held R3 was elected as group leader in absence of any bylaws and rules. There was no legal error in the district collector's impugned order approving the replacement of the group leader. Therefore, under the Maharashtra Local Authority Members Disqualification Act 1986, no case has been made out to interfere with the impugned order. While allowing appeal in Subhash versus State of Maharashtra, His Lordship held that there are large-scale inconsistencies appearing in dying declarations, and in absence of corroborative piece of evidence to test truthfulness of dying declaration, the conviction under section 302 of the IPC is liable to be set aside. While upholding the ordinance promulgated by State of Maharashtra for postponing elections of President and the Vice President of Zilla Parishad, His Lordship in Dattaraya Yedu Tombre versus State of Maharashtra affirmed the apex court observation that constitutional fiction attributing to an ordinance the same force and effect as a law enacted by legislature comes into being if the ordinance has been validly promulgated and complies with the requirement of Article 123 and 213. The ordinance making power does not constitute the President of or the Governor into a parallel source of law making or independent legislative authority. Consistent with the principles of legislative supremacy, the power to promulgate ordinance is subject to legislative control. The President or as the case may be, the Governor acts on the aid and advice of the Council of Ministers, which owes collective responsibility to the legislature. In Priya Kedar Gokhale and another versus Colonel Kedar D. Gokhale, State of Maharashtra, His Lordship read down the rule of the Maharashtra Unaided Private School Private Professional Education Institutions Rules 2016 to provide relaxation or exemption for those candidates who are born in Maharashtra and whose parents are domicile of Maharashtra, but due to fortuitous circumstances such as the parent is in service of the government and serving the nation in defense force, and due to service condition is deployed in various parts of the country, could not complete their SSC or HSC from state of Maharashtra. The respondent shall consider the petitioners for admission from the Maharashtra state quota. While recusing from the case of Jalgaon Jilla Mazdoor Congress Sangatana versus Jalgaon Jilla Sahakari Dudh Utpadak Sangh Limited, His Lordship observed, it appears that the party in person was aware of the earlier matter of the year 2002. It was unfair on the part of the party in person to conduct the matter on 20th August 2021 without raising any objection, and after the interim orders were passed restraining the respondent from filling the 50% of the post, now stating that not before me order should be passed. The decisions mentioned above would go to demonstrate His Lordship's clear understanding of legal principles, judicial prowess, and abiding interest in rendering a fair adjudication to the parties before him. To quote Thiruvalluva, within quotes, equity which entails treating everyone equally is a preeminent virtue. In Tamil, it goes, Tagudi என ஒன்று நன்றே பகுதியால் பார்ப்பட்டு ஒழுகப்பெறின். The court's main responsibility is to do justice while also being fair, open and courteous to all who stand before them. Our entire justice system is balanced on a judge who serves as its fulcrum. Today, what was a loss to Bombay High Court has become a gain for us. Our efforts will be to make your Lordship comfortable while staying in Tamil Nadu. Your Lordship will find a dialect of Marathi spoken in Tamil Nadu which is known as Tanjavur Marathi. Researchers say that the said dialect has words used 300 years back and now discontinued in Maharashtra. At present, Marathi is the mother tongue of 1 lakh of people in Tamil Nadu, mostly settled in Tanjavur and Chennai. They are the descendants of those who settled in Tanjavur when Ekoji alias Venkoji Raja Bonsle, half brother of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, conquered Tanjavur in 1876 and founded Maratha rule. It is worth mentioning that Tanjore painting, a form of art, flourished and attained its pinnacle during the Marathi rule. Also, Marathi inscriptions can be seen at the big temple in Tanjavur. This illustrates the strong historical ties that exist between our two states. I wish your Lordship an enjoyable stay and fruitful tenure of office at the Madras High Court. With these words, I assure your Lordship that the members of the bar will tender utmost assistance and sincere cooperation in every aspect to advance the cause of justice in Tamil Nadu and Puducherry. I once again extend a cordial and affectionate welcome to your Lordship to the land of social justice, and on behalf of the legal fraternity, I conclude my speech with fond hope that this famed institution of ours will be enriched by your presence. Thank you. Vanakkam.
Thank you, sir. I request the Chairman, Bar Council of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry to give welcome address.
Milord, the Honorable Chief Justice and other Honorable Judges of this prestigious High Court of Madras, Mr. R. Sanmugh Sundaram, Advocate General, Mr. R. Sankara Narayanan, Mr. A. R. Sundaresan, Additional Solicitor Generals, all Additional Advocate Generals, Mr. Hassan Muhammad Jinnah, Public Prosecutor, Mr. Muthukumar, Government Pleader, Mr. K. S. Mohan Das, Public Prosecutor, Puducherry, Mr. Vijaykumar, Government Pleader, Puducherry, Mr. S. Prabhakaran, Senior Advocate, Vice Chairman, Bar Council of India, Mr. V. Karthikeyan, Vice Chairman, Mr. Mohana Krishnan, Co-Chairman, Bar Council of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry, and President of the Madras High Court Advocate Associations, Mr. V. R. Kamalnathan, Mrs. Louise Al Ramesh, Mr. Selvaraj, respective President of the associations, other President and Secretaries of all associations in the state of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry, Senior Advocates, members of the legal fraternity, press and media, good morning to all. As the Chairman, Bar Council of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry, I take this opportunity with great pleasure to welcome and wish our newly appointed Honorable Chief Justice Mr. Sanjay Vijaykumar Gangapurwala. The Honorable Chief Justice was born in Maharashtra and after completing law course got enrolled as an advocate on 15th day of July 1985 in the Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa. He was an active sportsman and also served as a part-time professor in the law college. The Honorable Chief Justice was meritorious even from the college days, and after enrollment flourished his practice at all courts. He has appeared in very sensational cases with full dedication and also served as counsel for several institutions and government authorities. Due to the rich acquaintancy in all the fields of the law, the Honorable Chief Justice was elevated as Judge of the High Court of the Bombay in the year of 2010. and appointed as acting Chief Justice in the year of 2022. In the inauguration of the court building function held at Bombay recently, the Honorable Chief Justice has expressed about docket explosion and docket exclusion, and added that he was not worried about the pendency of the cases, since judges are competent to deal with it, but worried about such pendency deterring citizens from approaching courts for justice. The same shows the Honorable Chief Justice is not only reverent towards the litigant public, but also more concerns about those who have not approached the court for their reliefs. The Honorable Chief Justice is serving in the judiciary for the more than a decade, and during his tenure has rendered several landmark judgments. And I am proud to quote few of the judgments at this moment. The Honorable Chief Justice, while disposing of a public interest litigation on malnutrition death in Melghat region of Amravati and other tribal areas at Maharashtra, due to the non-joining of doctors in duty, has observed that there is urgent need for deterrent action against doctors failing to take up posting in malnutrition-ridden tribal areas. In another case challenging the resolution passed by the government, imposing a condition that the assistant public prosecutor, whose rate of conviction is less than 25% of the cases handled by him, is not entitled to promotion. The Honorable Chief Justice has held that the said resolution was irrational, unreasonable, and against the law. The above judgment shows the Honorable Chief Justice, while disposing of the cases, applies the legal provision in each and every issue by analyzing its impact in common, and it decides in accordance with the law. The Honorable Chief Justice is instrumental in bringing e-filing as mandatory in the High Court of Bombay. Due to the rich experience of the Honorable Chief Justice, the litigant public of the state of Maharashtra are greatly benefited, and we expect the same, the gratitude towards the people of the Tamil Nadu and Puducherry. The Honorable High Court of Madras is one of the oldest high courts in India, and has seen several stalwarts after independence, starting from Honorable Mr. Justice P.V. Rajamannar as Chief Justice of the prestigious High Court of Madras. Now the Honorable Chief Justice also comes under their array as 33rd Chief Justice. A quote by the former Chief Justice of India, Honorable Justice P.N. Bhagavati, I quote, "The court has to innovate new methods and strategies to provide access to justice to large masses of the people who are denied basic human rights, to whom freedom and liberty have no meaning." I unquote. The Honorable Chief Justice is instrumental in bringing several strategies and taken reformatory measures for the access to justice for the society at large. Already several reformatives have been fetched up in this prestigious High Court, and we hope the same will be intensified under the judicial administration of the Honorable Chief Justice. Honorable Mr. Justice S.A. Bombay, former Chief Justice of India, in the felicitation given by the Supreme Court Bar Association, had emphasized about the bar and bench relationship. I quote, "The bar is the mother of the bench. After almost, judges commence their career at the bar and then join the judiciary. All of us are more like co-personaries of an undivided family. Anything detrimental to one of the co-personary naturally affects the other co-personary." I unquote. From the bar, we always assure our fullest cooperation for the smooth functioning of the judiciary. Milord, in the Bar Council, the more than 1,25,000 advocates have enrolled, and nearly 85,000 advocates are actively practicing in various courts. For the welfare of the legal fraternity, the Bar Council of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry has introduced several welfare measures and conducting coaching classes for the judicial aspirants. At this juncture, on behalf of the legal fraternity, I request the Honorable Chief Justice to recommend for the appointment of sanctioned strength of the judges in the Honorable High Court of Madras by following social justice. And they also take the steps to fill up the vacancy of the judicial officer in the district judiciary as early as possible. The Honorable Chief Justice has expressed the inauguration function held in Bombay that, I quote, "The access to justice is paramount, and it needs good infrastructures and the building was the need of the hour, end quote. We hope the better infrastructure will be established in the judiciary during the tenure of the Honorable Chief Justice to ensure justice at all at the earliest. Once again, I welcome and wish the newly appointed Honorable Chief Justice for the continued success in the future prospects. Thank you, one and all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I request the President, Madras High Court Advocates Association, to give welcome address.
My Lord, the Honorable Chief Justice and other companion judges of this Honorable High Court, Mr. R. Sundaram, Advocate General, Mr. R. Narayanan, Additional Solicitor General, Mr. A.R.L. Sundaresan, Additional Solicitor General, Mr. Hassan Muhammad Jinnah, Public Prosecutor, Mr. Muthukumar, Government Pleader, Mr. K.S. Mohandas, Public Prosecutor, Puducherry, Mr. Vijaykumar, Government Pleader, Puducherry, Mr. Amalraj, Chairman, Bar Council of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry, Mr. S. Prabhakaran, Vice Chairman, Bar Council of India, Mr. Karthikeyan, Vice Chairman, Bar Council of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry, Mr. Kamalanathan, President, Madras Bar Association, Mrs. Louis Al Ramesh, President, Women Lawyers Association, Mr. Selvaraj, President, Law Association. It is with great pleasure and a sense of immense honor that we stand before your Lordship today to extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to this esteemed Chartered High Court, Lord. This occasion marks the beginning of a new era in our judicial system as we welcome a leader who will guide and shape the course of justice in our region. The judiciary plays a pivotal role in upholding the principles of justice and protecting the rights of individuals and ensuring that the laws of our land are interpreted and applied with wisdom and impartiality. My Lord, we extend our sincere congratulations on assuming this esteemed position. Under your Lordship, we are confident that the Madras High Court will continue to evolve as a beacon of justice. Your Lordship's rich experience, knowledge and vision will guide the court in its mission to deliver justice efficiently, promptly, equitably to the citizens we serve. Your Lordship's tenure as a Chief Justice presents an opportunity to bring forth innovative ideas, enhance the efficiency of our court proceedings, and foster a strong bond of trust between the judiciary and the people. As we embark on this new chapter with our esteemed Chief Justice at the helm, we affirm our commitment to the principles of justice, fairness, and the rule of law. Let us remember that the judiciary is the guardian of the rights and liberties of every citizen, and it is our collective responsibility to ensure that justice remains accessible to all, irrespective of their status or background. Once again, we extend our warmest welcome to Chief Justice, my Lord. Thank you, my Lord.
Thank you, sir. I request the President, Madras Bar Association, to give welcome address.
My Lord, Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjay Vijaykumar Gangapurwala, Chief Justice of Madras High Court and companion judges. My respected Advocate General Mr. R. Sundaram, Senior Advocate, and Additional Solicitor General Mr. R. Narayanan, Senior Advocate, Additional Solicitor General Mr. A.R.L. Sundaresan, Additional Advocate Generals, Public Prosecutors of the State, Government Pleader, Puducherry, and Law Officers of the State and Central, Mr. S. Prabhakaran, Vice Chairman, Bar Council of India, Mr. P.S. Amalraj, Chairman, Bar Council of Tamil Nadu and its members, Mr. G. Mohankrishnan, President, Madras High Court Advocate Association and its office bearers, Mrs. Lucille Ramesh, President, Women Lawyer Association and its office bearers, Mr. P. Selvaraj, President, Law Association and its office bearers, senior advocates and members of the bar, ladies and gentlemen, very good morning. On behalf of the Madras Bar Association, I have the greatest privilege and pleasure in extending your Lordship a warm and hearty welcome on your assumption of office as Chief Justice of this Chartered High Court. The statue of great Manunidhi Sodan stands in this Chartered High Court shows the fairness in rendering justice. The same fairness been laid down by our Saint Thiruvalluvar in Tirukkural, Saman Seidi Sirthukum Kol Pol, Amaindurubal Kodamai Sandror Kani, meaning to incline to neither side but to rest impartial as the even fixed scale is the ornament of the wise. I would like to mention few more judgments of my Lord, the Honorable Chief Justice, while sitting at Mumbai. My Lord, in his brief period as Acting Chief Justice of Bombay High Court, spanning over 5 months, holding frivolous bill, public interest litigation as ban to the judicial system and as a measure to curb them, had directed 34 litigants to deposit nearly 7.5 lakhs either as conditional security deposit to hear bills in terms of the Rule 7A of the Bombay High Court rules or as costs imposed on the dismissal of bills. Similarly, my Lord, in the case of Anuba Srivatsa Sahai versus National Testing Agency, had refused to entertain a plea seeking relaxation of minimum 75% marks in the 12th board examination as eligibility criteria for the admission to IIT, NIIT institutions through JEE Main, JEE Advanced examination, holding that relaxation of said criterion is the policy decision of the Union government and the same cannot be mandated by writ of mandamus. Subsequently, a similar plea before the Honorable Apex Court had also suffered dismissal last Monday. Notable judgments of my Lord had headed the full bench in the case of Kamal Boy versus State of Maharashtra reported in 2019, 3 Maharashtra Law Journal, page 921, full bench, while answering the reference concerning interpretation of Rule 116, subclass A, subclass I of Maharashtra Civil Service Pension Rules 1982, had held that for a woman to be a widow for claiming family pension, she has to be legally wedded wife of the deceased employee as permissible under personal laws. My Lord was a part of full bench that had answered the reference concerning jurisdiction of forum for challenging rejection of parole application in the case of State of Maharashtra versus Guddu Sheikh reported in 2021 to Maharashtra Law Journal 341. My Lord, while heading the division bench in the case of Indumadi Tukaram versus State of Maharashtra reported in 2018, 3 Maharashtra Law Journal, page 327, had penned judgment upholding the wires of the Maharashtra State Board of Nursing and Paramedical Education Act 2013, holding that said enactment is not repugnant to Maharashtra Nurses Act 1966 as the said enactments operate in distinct fields and there is no overlapping. My Lord, while heading the division bench in the case of Girja Mahta Labour Cooperative Society, reported in 2017, 2 MLJ, page 622, upheld government decision of stipulating e-tender process in allotment of certain contracts to labour cooperative societies in the ground of same being policy decision with little scope for judicial review. Madras Bar Association assures the Honorable Chief Justice that we will give our fullest cooperation in the discharge of your duty as the Chief Justice of this Honorable High Court. Madras Bar Association wish the Honorable Chief Justice a successful, satisfying, memorable tenure of office in the High Court. Thank you. Nandri Vanakkam.
Thank you, sir. I request the President, Women Lawyers Association to give welcome address.
அனைவருக்கும் பணிவான காலை வணக்கம். My Lord Honorable Chief Justice, other companion judges, Advocate General, Additional Advocate General, Additional Solicitor General, State Public Prosecutor and other law officers, Chairman Bar Council, Vice Chairman Bar Council, Vice Chairman All India Bar Council, President Madras High Court Advocate Association, President Madras Bar Association, President Law Association, former judges, family members of Honorable Justice and other dignitaries present here. On this very special day, on behalf of Women Lawyers Association, I am proud to extend my warm and humble welcome to Honorable Chief Justice Thiru S.V. Gangapurwala to this great chartered High Court, who stands for justice, truth and for the people. It is apt to quote a world-renowned Tirukkural in Tamil. கொடையலி செங்கோல் குடியோம்பல் நான்கும் உடையானம் வேந்தற்கு ஒளி பொருள் நல்வாழ்வுக்கு வேண்டியவற்றை வழங்கியும் கருணை காட்டியும் நடுநிலை தவறாமல் நீதி செலுத்தியும் மக்களை காப்பதும் சிறந்த நீதியாம். In English, one who possesses four things, gift, grace, law and order and care for his people is called King of Justice. On behalf of Women Lawyers Association, I once again proud to welcome Honorable Chief Justice to this Chartered High Court. We are so proud of His Lordship's sincerity, honesty, trustworthy and unbiased quality. We are sure we will give our sincere prayers and support your Lordship. Nandri Vanakkam.
Thank you, Madam. I request the President, Law Association to give welcome address.
Milord, Honorable Chief Justice Sanjay Vijaykumar Gangapurwala and his companion judges of this Honorable High Court, Learned Advocate General Thiru R. Shanmugasundaram, Learned Additional Solicitor General of Southern Zone Thiru R. Sankaranarayanan, Learned Additional Solicitor General for the High Court of Madras Thiru A.R.L. Sundaresan, Learned Additional Advocate Generals, Learned Public Prosecutor Thiru Hassan Muhammad Jinnah, Government Pleader Thiru Muthukumar, Thiru Mohandas Public Prosecutor Pondicherry, Thiru Ravi Kumar Government Pleader Pondicherry, and other law officers of the Honorable Madras High Court. Thiru S. Prabhakaran Senior Advocate, Vice Chairman of the Bar Council of India, Thiru P.S. Amalraj, the Chairman of Bar Council of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry, Mr. Velu Karthikeyan, Vice Chairman Bar Council of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry, Thiru G. Mohana Krishnan, President of the Madras High Court Advocate Association, Thiru V.R. Kamalnathan, President of the Madras Bar Association, Tirumadi Louis Al Ramesh, President of the Women Lawyer Association, and all office bearers of the associations, government advocates, respected senior advocates, and other dignitaries, members of legal fraternity who are all present here and connected virtually. On behalf of the Law Association, I take this opportunity with a great pleasure to welcome Your Lordship Honorable Justice Sanjay Vijaykumar Gangapurwala to this prestigious court as Chief Justice. We are all sure that Your Lordship will have a very successful time at the High Court, and it is our earnest hope that Your Lordship will relish your time at the Madras High Court. As the President of the Law Association, I assure you, my Lord, our fullest cooperation in the discharge of your duty as the Chief Justice of this Honorable High Court. The Law Association wishes Your Lordship a successful tenure of office in our High Court. Once again, on behalf of the Law Association, I welcome you, my Lord, Honorable Chief Justice Sanjay Vijaykumar Gangapurwala. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I request my Lord, the Honorable Chief Justice, may give acceptance speech.
Vanakkam. My esteemed sister and brother judges at the principal seat and the bench at Madurai who have joined virtually, Mr. Sankaranarayan, the Additional Solicitor General of India, Mr. Shanmugasundaram, the Learned Advocate General of the State of Tamil Nadu and the Additional Advocate Generals, Mr. Jinnah, the Public Prosecutor, Mr. Muthukumar, the Government Pleader and other law officers of the State of Tamil Nadu, Mr. Amalraj, Chairman, Bar Council of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry, Mr. Kamalnathan, President, Madras Bar Association, Mr. Mohana Krishnan, Madras High Court Advocates Association, Ms. Loisel Ramesh, President, Women Lawyers Association, Mr. Selvaraj, President, Law Association, President and other office bearers of the Madurai bench of Madras High Court Bar Association who have joined on virtual mode, senior advocates, members of the bar, the Registrar General and the members of my registry. Mikai Nandri for welcoming me so warmly, wholeheartedly and graciously. I bring greetings from the land of saints and scholars to the people of the land rich in art, culture and intellect. Navigating from one chartered high court to another chartered high court, I could not have asked for better. Having spent 13 years as a judge of one of the chartered high courts of India, the Bombay High Court, it is my privilege to be the paterfamilias of the state of Tamil Nadu, of the judiciary of the state of Tamil Nadu. As a Chief Justice of this glorious High Court, one of the premier High Courts, it would be my honor, my privilege to work along with the sister and brother judges and also the members of the bar. I am aware that this bar has produced Chief Justices of India, the Supreme Court judges, the Chief Justice of the High Court, the judges of the High Court, senior advocates, and many legal luminaries who have contributed immensely to this institution. And I have no manner of doubt that the juniors will carry forward the legacy. I assure each and every one that in a decision-making process, all the stakeholders would be taken into confidence. If anyone has a grievance, he is always welcome. As a paterfamilias of the state judiciary, it will be my bounden duty to redress the same. The Parsis from Persia had fled and landed at Navsari, the coastal region of Gujarat. The king there just took the glass of milk which was filled to the brim and said that there is no place for you here. The leader of the Parsis took sugar and put into it and said that we will live with you as one, as sugar is in the milk. You all will be rest assured that I will adopt the traditions, the conventions, and the culture of the state of Tamil Nadu and live like one with all of you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you once again for welcoming me so wholeheartedly. Thank you.
Thank you, my lord. May I conclude the proceedings, my lord? National Anthem.